The term peso has deep roots in Argentine history. Before 1826, it referred to an old Spanish coin with a value of 8 reals. When Argentina declared independence, it adopted the name for its own currency, beginning a complex monetary history that would span nearly 2 centuries. After independence, Argentina started minting its own coins in various denominations including reals, soles, and escudos. The country went through a period of monetary experimentation, with different regions and time periods using different currency standards. This lack of uniformity reflected the young nation's struggle to establish a cohesive economic system. The real consolidation of the Argentine peso came in 1881. From that year until 1970, the peso oro salado, or gold peso, served as the national currency. These were substantial coins weighing 1.61 grams of 900 fine gold, along with silver pesos weighing 25 grams of 900 fine silver. This period marked Argentina's emergence as a serious economic power. Thanks to exports of grain and beef, the country accumulated tremendous wealth, and its currency became one of the most stable and respected in the world. By the early 20th century, the Argentine peso ranked among the world's best currencies, comparable to the British pound and Swiss franc. Buenos Aires was called the Paris of the Southern Hemisphere, and foreign investors trusted Argentina's economy implicitly. However, the 20th century brought severe challenges. From 1970 to 1983, the currency was called the peso according to Law 18,188, also known informally as the legal peso. This change signaled that Argentina was forced to introduce new currency units to combat mounting inflation. In 1983, Argentina introduced a new Argentine peso, but this currency suffered from hyperinflation. By 1985, due to the severe devaluation, it was replaced by the Austral. However, the Austral itself fell victim to inflation and was replaced by the Argentine peso once again in 1992, at an exchange rate of 1 new peso equaling 10,000 Australs. The cycle of currency replacements reflected a profound economic crisis. The hyperinflation of the 1980s was catastrophic. Money lost value so rapidly that citizens rushed to spend it the day they received it. The introduction of the Austral was an attempt to restore public confidence by creating a fundamentally new monetary unit. Yet this strategy ultimately failed against the relentless tide of inflation. The real turning point came in 1992 with the creation of the current Argentine peso, known as the Convertible peso. This new currency replaced the Austral at a rate of 1 peso to 10,000 Australs. The key innovation was that the Convertible peso maintained a fixed exchange rate of 1:1 with the United States dollar until February 2002. This system, called the Convertibility regime, was designed to combat inflation by pegging the peso to the dollar. The government guaranteed that every peso could be exchanged for 1 US dollar, giving the currency stability and allowing the economy to recover. This period appeared successful. Throughout the 1990s, Argentina's economy showed growth. Foreign investment flowed into the country, and the middle class expanded. The monetary reform seemed like a cure-all capable of healing the chronic diseases of the Argentine economy. International confidence in Argentina was restored, and the country entered a period of relative prosperity. However, history repeated itself. In 2001, Argentina faced a severe financial crisis that shattered the convertibility system. The fixed exchange rate collapsed, and the currency was devalued. This event had tragic consequences for Argentine citizens who lost their savings when banks were closed and the peso was devalued against the dollar. After 2002, the exchange rate between the peso and the dollar changed dramatically. From 2002 to 2008, the official rate was approximately 3 pesos per dollar. Between 2009 and 2015, the dollar's value rose to about 6 pesos, and by 2015 it reached 10 pesos. By October 2020, the unofficial exchange rate had reached 195 pesos per dollar, showing the continued weakness of the currency. Inflation remains stubbornly high, exceeding 20% from 2017 onward, continuing to create problems for the economy and citizens' well-being. Today, Argentine currency circulates in the form of banknotes and coins of various denominations. In May 2022, Argentina's central bank announced a new series of banknotes in denominations of 100, 200, 500, and 1,000 pesos. These notes replaced animal motifs from the 2016 series with images of Argentine historical figures and events. This decision reflected the country's desire to instill pride in citizens through reminders of outstanding people and events in Argentine history. Printed on the currency itself, the history of the Argentine peso is a story of grandeur and decline, stability and crisis. From a Spanish colonial coin worth 8 reals to the modern peso, representing decades of economic reforms, the currency reflects Argentina's turbulent history. The peso witnessed the country's rise at the beginning of the 20th century, when Argentina was one of the world's wealthiest nations, and it has endured its economic upheavals in the decades that followed. Despite numerous challenges and crises, the peso remains a symbol of Argentine national identity and an integral part of the country's economic life.